Hello and welcome to this Gentle Therapeutic Style Yoga practice. Let's begin lying down with legs bent. We'll place one hand on chest, one on belly. Arms relax otherwise. And just start to notice how the body's breathing. Just observe which hand is rising. Just how the hands are rising and falling. Relax the face, the eyes, and the jaw. And we'll start to bring more awareness to breathing into the lower hand, the hand that's on the belly. Noticing the breath, maybe the sound of the breath. Then both hands placed on belly. Feeling the rising and falling of the belly. Let's take another breath. And then we're just going to start a gentle motion of tipping the pelvis forward, so the tailbone tipping forward. That's going to start to make a little gap between the lower back and the floor. And then reversing that, now tipping the tailbone upward toward the ceiling. Now the lower back's connecting to the floor here. And we're just going to slowly generate a rocking motion back and forth. And finding a way to synchronize that with your own natural breath. So paying attention to the flow of your breath as you start to feel into this gentle motion now. Tipping forward and back, the pelvis. We'll just do that one more time. And then find a neutral place, somewhere in between perhaps those 2 points. I'm going to move into hugging one knee into the chest, and the other leg could stay exactly as it is, or it might choose to stretch out. So just checking in with your body and what feels nice for you. And then as you start with each movement, I want you to start to feel and imagine your breath flows into the area that's getting a gentle stretch. So it would be the hip joint perhaps of the knee that you're hugging in, that area. Start to imagine breath flowing in there. And refrain from doing any kind of position that's uncomfortable. There's always an adaptation for every single posture in yoga. So for this one, we might even not lift the foot off the floor, for example. So much of the practice is about breathing. So really, if we spent our time just breathing, we'd be having a really excellent yoga practice. Switching legs, hugging the other knee in. With each movement, we're starting to wake up the body and really take a moment to listen to the body as well. So for example, if you feel a little strain of any kind, you'd probably go a little gentler, a little less intense, and breathe there. What's important in a therapeutic style practice is to connect to the flow of your breath and to maintain that breath connection throughout the practice. And this will, of course, help to keep you in this moment, in this unfolding moment. We're going to hug both knees into the chest. And some of us might just pause You just might want to pause, it feels nice. And then there's others that might find the rocking side to side motion just sort of happens organically and that feels nice. So tuning into your body, choosing your approach, staying with the breath. Next, the legs and knees and feet can open up wide apart, finding a place to hold on around the knee or the leg, and just breathing here. You could stay as you are, but you might also just choose to open and close knees and feet apart just a few times, slowly and simultaneously. And then we can take the feet and the hands up to the ceiling and just start a little shaking motion, just shaking ankles, wrists, fingers, toes. Kind of a rapid shaking motion into the elbows, into the knees. Beautiful. And then coming into a happy baby pose. So this will be different for everyone. Some of us doing a full one would be holding onto the outer arches of the feet, perhaps. Others, maybe the ankles or somewhere on the legs or the big toes, and just choosing that. And again, it might be a nice pause for you as you breathe. And then some of us might even choose to rock a little if we feel stable, of course. First and foremost, anchor your presence with the breath. So really stay connected to that flowing breath, maybe the sound of your breath. Whatever qualities of the breath you observe, staying tuned in so that you can stay in a place of ease in your body throughout the practice. This is where we want to be in a therapeutic style movement practice, because from that place of ease we can achieve whatever it is we're hoping to achieve, be it repairing or healing or strengthening, whatever it is. Slowly bringing the legs back down to the floor. Going to move into a hug, arms across the chest, hands just drop on either side. Breathing. And then we'll switch the arms, switch the cross position, hands dropping, breath flowing. And check in with your face too. Sometimes we'll scrunch up and we don't realize that. We can soften that. And then take any position for your arms. We're going to move into the legs, choosing any distance between the feet. Just a gentle rocking motion of the pelvis. So you can just start to tip over slowly side to side. So your feet might be closer or wider apart, but you're just starting to just tip over slowly, slow enough to feel the massage. Gentle massage in the lower spine area around the sacral area. Your breath still flowing. in your awareness. And we move the body with curiosity, just paying attention to subtle or sometimes more pronounced sensations. And just the whole unfolding movement, all the aspects of that you notice. This body is so connected, how the body moves. Just being curious with that. And we'll slowly come back to center for a little baby bridge flow. So feet are hip width distance apart, knees are hip width distance apart. And we'll place the arms alongside the body, palms flat to the floor. And take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, start to lift those hips up, off the floor, up to the ceiling, slowly as high as they'll go. You might even imagine the driving force of the movement is those glute muscles, the bum muscles that are lifting you up. Take a nice breath, and then you can slowly lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae, taking your time. This is a flowing style of the baby bridge, so for that we're going up and down at your own pacing. Maybe using this as a time to strengthen those glute muscles, so using them to lift you up in an even motion, so you're lifting up both sides of the pelvis are coming and hips are coming up simultaneously in a smooth, fluid motion. Integrated with the breath. Let's take in a couple more breaths. Just another one. And then releasing completely, letting the body drop into the final resting pose, Shavasana. And just letting go. The face, the head, the neck and shoulders, the arms and hands, whole upper body, hips and pelvis, legs, ankles, feet, whole lower body. Feel the whole body resting, breathing. And you can stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. This completes a short practice of Gentle Therapeutic Style Yoga. You might continue on the practice on your own. Namaste. Thank you.